Greetings. My name's John Lynn. I'm a teacher of a bunch of stuff, but for now, I'm a teacher of yoga. I'm gonna go through my 10-minute morning routine. So every morning I get up relatively early, get up, use the restroom, get a drink of water, and then set my timer on my watch for 10 minutes, and I do this yoga sequence. There's maybe 5 or 6 postures. I'm not sure how many. Then a little bit of meditation. I find that if I do anything else first thing, like wake up the kids or start the coffee or whatever, it is more unlikely that I will come back around to do my yoga practice, which I find really nice. It kind of sets the tone for the day. It makes me feel accomplished, and it loosens up all the things that I need to loosen up. I hit all the major parts: the hips, spine, the neck, the abs, and just pretty much a little bit of everything. So going through this, one thing of note I would say is that in each posture, I typically will do 3 breaths, right? Now, the yogic breath, as it were, is you breathe in through your nose. So when you breathe in through your nose, first you fill up your belly, and then your ribs, and then your chest. When you breathe out through your mouth. Your mouth is like a straw, like that. And you want to opposite. When you breathe out, like that. First it's your chest, then your ribs, then your belly. Pulling that belly button to the spine. So we'll just do that once. Gonna breathe in. And breathe out. Pulling that belly button to the spine on your exhale. When you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth like that, it stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, which is like the rest and reset. The parasympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight, which if you're breathing through your mouth, it'll kind of jack you up, and which can be helpful sometimes. But if you're already kind of elevated and you don't want to be that way, always just stop what you're doing. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do that 10, 20 times. It'll calm your system. So, all right. That was a 2-minute, 30-second introduction. So now, got the watch. Gonna set it for 10 minutes. Usually it takes me about 6 to go through this, maybe 6.5 to 7. Do a little meditation to finish. So, I'm gonna start off in what's called child's pose. I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit. I would invest in a good mat if you don't have one. It makes everything more comfortable. I have 2. All right, so child's pose. Spread out the knees. Kind of rest sitting back on my feet, and then just kind of bring it in through here. Put your forehead on the mat, arms outstretched. Just gonna settle into your hips. Then 3 breaths here. So then breathe into your nose, out through your mouth. Just ease back into those hips. I like to give a little wiggle into the nose, out to the mouth. One more. I'm gonna take the hands and put them in the top right-hand corner of the mat. That'll give a nice side body stretch on the left side. So into the nose, out to the mouth for 3 breaths. One more into the nose, out to the mouth. Now we're going to take the hands, put them on the left side of the mat. Again, settle down into the nose, out to the mouth. This is a really nice hip opener. We always carry a lot of emotions and stress and tension in our hips, so this is excellent. One more into the nose, out to the mouth. Back to center, and we're gonna come up in the tabletop. This is called cat-cow. My favorite yoga teacher, Ryan, she says if she could only do one yoga pose, this is it. So you're in a tabletop position. So when you breathe in, you're gonna bring your belly button down, up to the sky. When you breathe out, spine to the sky. And breathe in. And breathe out. You can bring a little movement in here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now ready to go into downward dog. So you can always start in plank or like this. And then we're just gonna bring our hips up. Just stay here for 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You can shake your head no, shake your head yes. I had neck issues for years and this helps so much. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now bring your feet to meet your hands. We're going to do a forward fold. And take your arms and put them in your elbows like this. And just feel that weight. Into the nose, out the mouth. You can do a slight bend in the knees. And just hang. In through the nose, out to the mouth. One more into the nose, out to the mouth. And we're gonna roll up nice and tall. Well, let me do this. All right, so just gonna be standing here and just reach up to the sky, breathe into the nose, out to the mouth, bring your hands to heart center. Into the nose, little back bend, out the mouth, and now back to a forward fold. And then we're gonna come down and get on our backs. So I'm gonna move the mat around. I usually keep it in one place, but because I'm teaching here, I want you to be able to see. There's other stuff you can do when you're standing up. One thing I like to do is just stand on one leg. So it's really good for balancing. You just take your foot, make a little kickstand like this, slight bend in the knee, hands on the hips, just breathe in, breathe out. So doing that, 3 breaths on each side. That's really helpful too. Balancing is good for all kinds of muscles, stability and all that kind of stuff, especially as we get older. All right, so come onto your back. And this is called Supta Baddha Konasana. You take your feet and knees wide, stretches to the inside of your leg, especially here. Just a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out. One more deep breath in. Breathe out. And now I like to do crunches. I do 100. It's up to you what you do, but I like to just knock them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 100. I think it gets my blood going a little bit, and now I'll bridge. So take your feet, plant them on your mat, and then just raise up. You can bring your shoulder blades together, take your hands, clasp them underneath. 3 breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Go on tippy toes if you want to, in through your nose, Out through your mouth. And gently bring it down. Come up into a little ball. Roll it around. Massage that back into your nose. Out through your mouth. And back to stillness. Do some hip circles. Keep your knees together and go in one direction for 3 times. Massaging that lower back. And then once you go 3 times, just reverse the direction. Nice hip circles. Now we're going to do hip circles, but we're going to spread the knees, and we're going to go opposites. So 3 in one direction and 3 in the other. Some nice mobility in those hips. Feels really good. And another hip opener. We're going to do a figure 4. So I'm going to take my left leg, come out like a right angle. Take the other foot, ankle rest just below the knee. And you can take your hand, pull back a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch in your right hip. So breathe into your nose, out through your mouth, into your nose, out through your mouth. One more time, into your nose, out through your mouth. Then we're going to switch. I'm going to put my right knee up. Left knee goes on, left foot goes on top, into your nose, out through your mouth. Should feel a nice stretch in your left hip, into your nose, out through your mouth. One more time, into your nose, out through your mouth. Now we'll do a nice twist, so bring your feet down. Scoot your bottom to the right just a touch. Take your knees to the left. You want to ground that right shoulder. Extend your right arm. Look over your right shoulder. I like to extend my right leg too. This is a good IT band stretch. Good twist. It's good for the digestive system and your organs and all that stuff. Into your nose. Out through your mouth. Into the nose. Out the mouth. One more. It's the nose. Out the mouth. We'll switch sides. So now we're going to bring our bottom to the left side of the mat. Knees go to the right. Ground that left shoulder. Extend the left arm. Extend the right leg. In through the nose. Out the mouth. Just a nice twist. Into the nose. Out the mouth. Last one into the nose. Out the mouth. Come back to center. I'm gonna sit up. My timer is telling me that was 10 minutes. Well, the last thing I typically do is just sit up straight, extend the legs, and then just good old-fashioned forward fold. Grab those feet if you can. If you can't, it's okay. But I like to just bend over. I love that stretch in my back. Alright, well my timer went off, so that was 10 minutes. I guess because I'm talking so much, maybe going a little bit slower because of it. I usually have time left over and I meditate, so I'm gonna set my timer for 1 minute. We'll just meditate for 1 minute because it doesn't really matter. 10 seconds, 10 minutes, whatever. Just consistency is key. So 1 minute. So just sit up straight. Just close your eyes, just breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just focus on your breath. Just breathe in to know you're breathing in. Breathe out, know you're breathing out. And when your mind starts to wander, which it does because that's what minds do, just return to your breath and begin again. Just breathe in, know you're breathing in. Breathe out, know you're breathing out. breathe in through your nose, fill your belly first, then your ribs and your chest. And you breathe out first through your chest, then your ribs. And breathe all the extra air out. So our last one, belly to the spine. And there you go. Meditation is super important. Consistency is key. It doesn't matter how long you do it. 10 seconds a day. Just close your eyes, sit up straight, breathe in and know you're breathing in. Breathe out, know you're breathing out. Your mind's gonna wander, it's totally normal. When that happens, eventually you're gonna realize it's happening. And then just return to your breath. Just begin again, over and over and over. It's as simple as that. It'll teach you all kinds of cool stuff. One of the things it's taught me is to be an observer of my thoughts. Thoughts are so crazy. It's like we don't often choose which thoughts pop through our head. Like, where do they all come from? And if we don't choose what our thoughts are, sometimes they're not to be trusted because they can be kind of wild and weird. And it's okay to observe a thought or observe an emotion without acting on it. If you're irritated and you observe that you're irritated, you can just say, hey, there's irritation. And just hey, what's up? And eventually, like all things, it passes. So anyways, that was 17 minutes. I set my timer for 10. Usually it takes me like 7 minutes or so to do those postures and then meditate for the rest. Go make a cup of coffee, eat some oatmeal, wake up the kids. Good to go. Have a great day.